Thanks, Begonia, for joining us, and thanks, Simranji, for joining us.
Thank
Begonia,
you.
I'm
It's my
Manjinder
pleasure.
Singh Sirsa. I'm the president of the district Gurudwara Management Committee who looks after all these Gurudwaras, the management of all the Gurudwaras. My dear friend Simran told me about you, and that was the reason I thought, let me introduce you to the people who are looking, who are watching us on today on this Facebook. And this channel is across the world, seen by the millions of people.
Thank you.
That this interview is also telecasted on Gurudwara Bangla Sahib itself. It's an official page of Gurudwara Bangla Sahib, and also on other various other pages that connect with the Gurudwaras. So, first of all, let me introduce you to people who are watching you. So here is a Begonia. She is from, she's a Spanish. She's from Spain.
Yes.
She had a very unique experience at Gurudwara Bangla Sahib. She visited once Gurudwara Bangla Sahib, and thereafter, during his chat with our senior, our friend and our pilot, Simran Gujral, she shared her experience with him. That was the reason when he told me, I said, let us bring her to the people and let people also know that what divine experience she has at Bangla Sahib. And I would say, Begonia, that you should tell people that how you felt about Bangla Sahib, you have visited, and when you have visited, and what you felt about Bangla Sahib, and what is your experience during your visit to Gurudwara Bangla Sahib.
Yes, well, I was there just the day before leaving India, before leaving Delhi to come back to Madrid, and it was the very last sightseeing that we did, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. In fact, I was so impressed. I was very impressed, and by casual, I saw Simran. Then the following morning, I saw him at the airport. And the first thing I told him when I saw him was, my God, yesterday I went to the Sikh temple, and it was amazing. I can assure you, it was one of the nicest things I saw in India. And the particular thing that happened was that somebody offered, the guy took us to a place, to a corner where there were some men giving water away. And he said, he told us that water was a holy water. So I thought, oh, I've got this. I had a wound in my finger, and it had been with me for a long time. And because I burned with the oven, and it had been with me for the whole holidays. And it was quite funny because I took that water in my hands and my face, and the day after, the following day, I realized that the wound that had been bleeding and itching the whole holidays, it had gone. But I didn't give it any importance until I saw you the other day on YouTube, and I told Simran, look, this happened to me as well. It was quite funny. And I took that water and I forgot about it. But then when I saw you on the video, I realized that was that holy water that got rid of these scars. But because just a minute. The following day, I didn't have anything. I didn't have nothing at all. Not even the signal of having been there. You know what I mean?
Oh. Okay.
So that was my experience, and if I could buy some of this water to bring it to Spain, it would be great. I wish I could do that, because maybe we could help people to get rid of things.
So I must tell you about this Gurudwara. This is Gurudwara Bangla Sahib. Here our 8th Guru Harkishan Ji stayed at this place, and at that time during 16th century. So during this time there was a epidemic, and this across this Delhi, or maybe say across a long surroundings of this Delhi. And at that time, Guru Harkishan Ji was staying at this Gurudwara Bangla Sahib. So he humbly took it over, the all epidemic over him. He offered people holy water from this place, which you have been you have seen this, and this his divine power has wiped out this epidemic, which was chickenpox. And today, the millions of people come here to pay their offerings, to pay their respect, and took this holy water with them. As you said, the people took this holy water across the world.
So is it possible to buy it?
Not to buy. We don't sell it. It is for you.
Of course.
From 1664, the people have been taking this holy water from here, and it is free of cost. We don't charge anything for this. And people, there are thousands and thousands of stories where people who came here and get rid of those epidemic or those problems which they were not healing from since years. So Captain Gujral when told me, so I said, yes, if she wished to say, and if she want to share her experience, definitely she should. And also the people should know about her experience. So I would say, Gujralji, also to say a few lines, and then I would request you to what would you like to say to the people? First, Mr. Gujral would come in.
Yes. I hope next time I come to India, I will make sure I bring some water with me, because I have a problem with, do you know psoriasis? Psoriasis? Do you know this illness in the skin called psoriasis?
Yes, psoriasis. Yes.
I've got some of it. I've got some of it in my feet, and I wish I had some of that water to put it in my feet, because I'm sure the psoriasis would go. But next time I come to India,
it got a miracle healing power. This place and this holy water. And this got a really miracle healing power. And I'm sure when you will come with the faith to this place again, you will definitely get rid of this problem also. And Mr. Gujral would like to say something also.
Well, Sirsa, the next time when this epidemic gets over and our flights resume, I will personally carry this Amrit to you as much as I can, and you can give it to all you love. And by spreading this holy water to people, if we can help them in any way, it will be the biggest service to mankind. And Begonia is a crew with Iberia Airlines, and she met me at the airport in Madrid when I was on my last trip there. And she's one of the nicest people I'd met, and I told Begonia that I was really happy to meet her. But when I posted this video with Mr. Sirsa, and I shared the experience of Mr. Datta, Begonia wanted to ask me what were we speaking in Punjabi. So I explained to Begonia that I was talking about the power of the Amrit, and she told me that I had a similar experience that I want to share, and she wrote. And I'm so glad that Begonia could connect you to Mr. Sirsa, who's actually at the forefront of great humanitarian service going on in Delhi. He's making sure that food is served to over 150 to 200,000 people every day. So we're really grateful to you for your service. जो तुसी इन्ने मान नाल सारे गरीबां नू रोटियां अपने लंगर वरता रहे हो. So very grateful to you.
Good. Begonia, would you like to say something to the people who are watching you? They are live.
Yes.
There are thousands of live people watching you.
Yes, I would like to tell them to go to the temple to use that water, and they have to believe, because it is wonderful and it really cures. It is healing. I mean, at least for me. So and I wasn't putting any faith on that, but it healed my wound that had been with me for a long time. So I would invite them to go there and to go and see you, to see the temple, and to see and to use this water for anything they want, because I'm sure they will be healed.
Great. It was real pleasure talking to you, and real pleasure talking to Mr. Gujral as usual. And hope the people would have enjoyed this also. When people who have been watching those. I'm thankful to everybody who has been watching those, and I want people to share this video maximum share. It should reach to everyone, and everybody, anybody who really is in the need of this Amrit, this holy water. We are always at your service. Gurudwara Bangla Sahib is since years standing there, serving the humanity, serving the people in need, serving the people for food, serving the people, and getting rid of all the problems which people are being facing during their lifetime. And I hope that everybody will get rid of this. And as usual, 6 Ardas, we pray to the God every day for this humankind, for this universe, and Sarbat da Pala. So hopefully the people would have loved to see Begonia here, and Gujaralji also, and thanks both of you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much indeed. Indeed. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Begonia, that's very nice. It was a good, it was very nice talking to you. Let me introduce you to my wife. You haven't met my wife, so hang on. I'll just introduce you to my wife and my kid.